Hello, welcome back to Revender Sports and another unboxing. Now, typically I review items that I sell in the store. This I bought as a direct-to-consumer from a website that I thought was interesting. And Jess is the one who did the research on this, and so I thank her for doing that. So it is this right here, an out front bike mount from a company called Peak Design. Now, I'll get into why we narrowed our choices down to this one in a minute. First, I want to talk about their video, which is really informative, and a couple of quotes I want to get from it. The first one is the project manager calls it magical. And then she goes on to say it's the best damn bike mount on the planet, which I think is awesome to have that much confidence in your product. And from what I've seen, I think it is one of the best things I've seen anyway. Now, let's go over, they got like 5 points, but let's go over them. So basically they talk about a slim design. Now I've taken the initial packaging off, but I've left the rest of it in the box. So a slim design and very strong. Now this is made out of aluminum, so it's not a plastic mount like you see on like let's say Garmin mounts that come with your Garmin. And they call it, I'm sorry, I am just not doing so well without glasses anymore. But it is an instant attachment and very, very strong. So they do show a clip of the project manager. I think her name was Jamie. She grabs the phone on the mount and picks up the whole bike with it. So I think that's really kind of cool. All right. The next thing is it does have an ecosystem, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But style and build quality, I mean, from what I can tell, it looks really cool. So no argument there. Then you can flip it. So I think that is one of the things that appeal to us. And that is that if you ride it in portrait, well, first of all, if you mount it flat like this, so you can look down at it, and you can use your phone as, let's say, your cycling computer, or just have it so that I know people that just want to be in contact with their family, their kids, or whatever, and so they use their phone and not so much a cycling computer. And you know, cycling computers have gotten ridiculously expensive. So sometimes your phone does everything you need it to do already, right? So, but if you want to ride with it, then you just rotate it up like this, mount your phone, and then just go film what you want to film, which that is why we decided on it. But I'll tell you more in a minute. The other thing is it comes with other accessories. You know, for example, you can put a mount underneath here for lights or a GoPro, you know, whatever you want to do, right? So if you just want to use your phone for just communications, but you still want to use a GoPro for filming, then put that on there. And then the last thing was it comes with an ecosystem. So the one thing you must purchase is either their case or an adapter to put onto the back of anyone else's case, right? So that part is important, that, you know, the ecosystem. So they have mounts for other things like your car, I guess, and other places. And it's MagSafe compatible and all that. But you need to have something on the back of your phone to connect to this. So you could use their case or buy an adapter. Now, the one other thing that comes in here that you're going to need is obviously if you're going to be moving things around, you're going to need, probably should have done all of this separate. So the first thing is you got to get mounts, or you got to get it mounted. So there's going to be adapters in this case. So it comes with several adapters. There's the additional mount for you to put your light or a GoPro underneath your mount. And then it comes with an Allen key, which is nice. There is another another spacer stuck in here. Now for me, what I thought was important is, very good packaging by the way. What I thought for me was important was it already comes with a thumb screw. So if you want to rotate this around when you put your stuff together, you have your thumb screw, move it around. So you don't have to carry an Allen wrench to loosen and tighten this guy. Just use this to put it on there and then rotate it in one way or the other. But the main reason why we decided on getting this is we have a GoPro and we rarely use it because the battery life is terrible on it. And the amount of storage, it takes up so much space, and then you have to edit this film. So, you know, the phone, you know, has like a terabyte of storage, so it's just so much easier to do stuff on your phone to film it. And if you got image stabilization or anything like that, then just transfer it to editing software and you don't have to carry something else. So we were talking about, you know, we have a chest harness for the GoPro, we have all these other things, but they just don't, it just seems too complicated. Plus, you're out riding around, you may only film, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, and then you're wearing this chest harness for the next 6 hours of your ride. So we're going to bring our phones with us anyway. I shoot a lot of film with just my phone, especially if, you know, Jess is descending or someone else is descending. You know, I stay far enough back and I film with one hand, and I can pretty much get a lot of coverage that way. But if the phone is properly mounted, maybe I can shoot video with both hands on the bars and going through my descent and stuff like that. So anyway, that is what I wanted to talk to you about today as far as the unboxing part. The slim design on the case, I haven't taken this out, but you know, they're appropriate to whatever phone you have. So yeah, it's a pretty light case, so that seems fine. And then one of the things that they say is that it's instant. So there it is, it's on there. And then to release it, you have these two buttons, so you could do it from either side, right? So you can do it from this side, or you can do it from this side. And if it's horizontal, it might be even easier. Yeah, so that seems fine. So the next step is to put it on the bike. And one of the things I noticed right away is that this has the clamp coming, well, let me put it to you as you're riding the bike. It's coming from the right side of the bike, and most computer clamps come from the other side. So these won't interfere with each other if you have it in the up position so that you can ride the bike and film, right? So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a very simple thing, but you could not think about, okay, well, the person rides a cycling computer. Now this is taking up the same space, right? But this comes from the other side. So Boom. Perfect. Okay, anyway, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to put this on the bike. We're going to go for a ride, and we're going to see how it works. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.